That's a long, long time, especially because those movies are so long, but sounds like a
Yes,
fun day.
but it was fun because when you see a movie, then you take a time to see another. You there are some gaps. And then
Hmm.
when you watch all of them in a row, it's awesome, and you can see how much the characters change from one
Yeah.
movie to another. They grew up here quickly.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just from Emma Watson now to this picture, she's grown up so much. Hi Anton.
Hello,
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How do you do?
Good. Very well, thank you. Thanks for joining us tonight. Um, so we're gonna start the weekend off on a English speaking note. Today we are talking about gerunds and infinitives. So I know grammar can be a little bit heavy. I know it can be a little bit boring, but we're gonna make it as exciting as possible today. Okay? Sound good?
Ah,
Yeah,
yes.
Yay, excited for grammar. Okay. Okay, so first, can anyone tell me what a gerund is? Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
I didn't even know
Yes,
I
I
like
like
that.
this kind of emojis. I know a bunch.
Oh my God, I
Okay.
love it.
Okay. Well, gerund uh is a verb when you add the ing.
Good,
Okay.
good. It
You can
looks
use
like a verb, but what is it?
you can use oh my gosh, it is a noun sometimes,
Good, good.
but sometimes it
Exactly.
is a verb in a continuous tense.
Good, yes. And in that case, it's not a gerund. Those are ing verbs. You're correct. So there are
Okay,
some
sorry.
ing words that are gerunds and some ing words that are verbs. So gerunds are always nouns. Good.
Okay, thank you for clarifying for
Yeah,
me.
no, that's good input. Exactly, you got it. Anton, can you tell me what an infinitive is?
a simple form of a verb.
Good, yeah. So it's the root verb and it's usually after the word to. Not always. There's a little asterisk there because it's not always the case. Okay, so let me share my PowerPoint with you and we can go ahead and get started. But it sounds like you already know a little bit about these things, so I hope that it will at least be good review. So let me share it with you and let me know when you can see it on your screen. Can you see that?
Uh-huh.
Anton, can you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, no technical difficulties today, I hope. Okay, so gerunds and infinitives. Let's go ahead and begin. Anna, will you please read this slide?
So, what is a gerund? Gerund, a grammar form that is derived from a verb, but that functions as a noun. Should I carry on?
Yes, please. Thank you. Good job.
Ends in ing. Example, swimming is really fun. Swimming is the gerund. Swimming can be replaced with it.
Excellent. Good reading. So, nouns, we know, and we also have something called pronouns, right? He, she, it, we, I. These things can replace nouns. So in this case, swimming can be replaced with the pronoun it, because it is a person, place, or thing, or it is a noun, right? So gerunds are always nouns. But like Anna said, there we have these other things that end in ing that aren't nouns, and those are verbs. Anna, can you remind me again, what is the tense of these verbs in ing? You said it before.
Continuous.
Good, yeah, exactly. It's the continuous form of the verb. So make sure that we don't confuse a gerund with a continuous verb, right? They are completely different. In this case, we can see in the example, swimming is really fun, that swimming is not a verb here. So we're actually talking about the act of swimming. We're talking about the action. So this is it is really fun, or what is it? It is swimming. So that's actually a noun, okay? So in this case, it is a gerund, okay? But it looks like a verb, so don't get confused. So we'll try and learn some ways to not get confused. Okay, questions before we move on? No? Okay. Anton, can you think of another gerund off the top of your head? It must end in ing.
Playing, talking, and etc.
Say that again?
For example, playing, talking,
Good.
jumping, and etc.
Right. So these are all gerunds that can also be continuous verbs, right? We can have talking is really fun. In that case, it's a gerund, right? But we can have it in another case, I am talking to my mom, right? This is the continuous verb, okay? So let's try and learn some ways to kind of tell the difference. All right, let's go to the next slide. Okay, Anton, I'll have you read this slide, please.
which are gerunds and which are verbs? First, I love swimming. Second, singing is a great way to relieve stress. Third, I'm swimming in the pool right now. Next one, keeping money in a wallet is a good idea. And the last one, he's really great at singing.
Excellent. Thank you, Anton. Hi, Ming. How are you?
Hi,
Hi. How's it going?
doing going well. How about
Going
you?
well. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Well, welcome to class. I'm so glad you could join us. Anna, could you kind of bring Ming up to speed about what we've talked about? We just introduced what gerunds are. So Anna, if you could kind of explain that in a sentence or two to Ming, that would really help.
Okay. Gerunds are words that ends in ing, and they are noun. You
Excellent.
cannot
Yeah.
con- sorry.
No, keep going.
You cannot be muddled because it's not a verb. There are also verbs that end in ing, but
Good.
they cannot be replaced with it. That's the difference between gerunds and verbs.
Excellent. Thank you, Anna. Pronunciation, replaced. Could you repeat that?
Replace,
Replaced.
replaced.
Good. Excellent. Remember that ED, we don't want to add an extra syllable. Keep it all one syllable, okay? Excellent. All right. Ming, so can you read our example on this slide, please?
Swimming is really fun.
Good. What is the gerund?
Swimming
Yeah. So is that a noun or a verb?
is the noun
Excellent. How do we know it's a noun and not a verb?
because it's a gerund. It's derived from the verb swim. Like if you add ing,
Good,
uh,
but how do we know that it's not the continuous form? Anna told us that you could also, swimming could also be I am swimming. That's the continuous verb. How do we know it's not that?
because when you start with, uh, I don't think you can start a sentence with the continuous, but you can start a
Good, yeah.
sentence with the gerund.
Excellent. Yeah, in this case, swimming is a noun because it is the subject. right? We don't have verbs that are subjects, right? Verbs usually come after the subject. Yeah, so you're exactly right. This is the subject, so it is a noun. And not always, but subjects usually come at the beginning of the sentence. Good. All right, so we're learning a little bit about structure here too, so that's good. All right. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Sorry. Okay, so we were on this slide when you came in. So we're going to talk about which are gerunds and which are verbs, right? So we have a lot of the same things. I already see swimming in the first one and swimming in the third one, right? But maybe one is a verb, maybe one's a gerund, right? So we need to be aware, even though they're the exact same word, they are used in different forms. So, Anton, I'll have you go first since you read this slide. Could you please read the first sentence again and let me know if that's a gerund or a verb.
I love swimming. It's a gerund.
Why is it a gerund?
Because it is a gerund.
Why is it a gerund? How do we know it's not a verb?
Because it was used as a noun in that case.
Good, yeah, so it's a noun. So is it the subject of the sentence? What is the subject in I love swimming?
Well, it's swimming.
It's not swimming, it's the thing completing the action. So who is loving?
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's I.
Excellent. Yeah, we have the subject is I, we have the verb is love, and then either this is a verb or gerund. You told us it's a gerund. Can we replace it with it? I love it. I love this thing.
Yes, I can replace
Yeah, exactly. So swimming here in this case, it's not the subject, but we know it's a noun because it is a direct object. Okay, I'll write that in the side so you guys can kind of just visually see the words. I know it helps sometimes instead of hearing things to also write it down. So I'll try and write these down. I'll try and write these down in the chat too so you can see it. So swimming is a direct object. Subjects and direct objects are nouns. So we know that this must be a gerund. So a subject is the thing that completes the action. In this case, it's I. And a direct object is the thing that receives the action. Okay, so in this case, that's swimming. Good. Okay, Anna, could you please do the second one, please?
Singing is a great way to relieve stress.
Okay. So what is the ing word?
Singing, it's a
Excellent.
noun. It's the subject.
Okay, so is it a gerund or a verb?
I told you it's a noun. It's a gerund.
Good. Yeah, not all nouns are gerunds though, right? So excellent. Yeah, this is a
Okay.
gerund. You're absolutely right. Because singing, or the subject, it is a great way to relieve stress. Yeah, the act of singing, right? Not the actual verb, not the action, just the act of it. Excellent. Okay. Questions on that before we move on? All right, you guys are on a roll. You guys are doing great. Ming, the third one, please.
I am swimming at a.
Good. So what is the ing? Oh, did you finish the sentence? I can't really hear you.
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay, will you read it one more time? Sorry.
I am swimming at the pool right now.
Good. Okay, so what is the ing word?
Swimming.
Good. So it's the same as the first one, but we have a different sentence. So is this a gerund or a verb, and why?
is a verb because the subject is I, and swimming here is an action. I mean, it's not an action.
It is an action, right? It
It's an
is.
action,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
is used as a verb.
Good. Yeah, we have the present continuous structure right here. We have subject plus the verb to be plus ing, right? So in this case, it's a verb, right? In this action, what is the action? Swimming, right? In the first one, what is the action? The action or the verb is love, not swimming. Okay, so see the difference? Same word, different sentence, different structure, so different meaning. Okay. Yeah, excellent. So you're exactly right. I is the subject. Swimming is not the subject or the direct object. It cannot be replaced with it. And it follows the present continuous tense. So we know that it is a verb, okay? Excellent job, you guys. Just stop me if you have any questions. All right, we're back to you, Anton. Can you read the next one?
Keeping money in a wallet is a bad idea.
All right, so what is the ing word here?
I suppose it's keeping.
Good. Yep. It's. You're exactly right. Is this a gerund, a noun? Is this a gerund or a verb?
It's a gerund.
Why? This is a difficult one, but why do you think?
Because keeping money describes an act.
Yes, you're exactly right. So the subject is the act of keeping money. And what is the verb in this sentence? Anyone? What is the verb in
I
this
see.
sentence?
I
Yes.
see only verb to be.
Good. Yeah, thank you, Anna. It is, right? So we have a verb there. So keeping is not the verb, and it's not in the present continuous form. So the act of keeping money is the noun. It is the subject. So keeping is a gerund. Excellent job, Anton. I thought I was going to trick you with that one, but you got it. All right. Anna, last one.
He's really great at singing. Singing
Good.
is the gerund
Okay, why?
because uh, it's a noun. It's the act, action of singing. It's not a verb, and the subject is here.
Good. Yeah, excellent. We have the subject already. We have the verb is. It's not in the present continuous tense, so we know that that's not a present continuous verb. But we also kind of have this trick where we can replace it with a pronoun it. He is really good at it, the act of singing, right? And singing right there, as Anna said, is a gerund. So excellent job. You guys 100% on these. Wow, I thought I was going to trick you on one of them, but you guys did awesome. Ming, I know you came in a little bit later. Do you have any questions on these?
No.
No, you got it down? Okay. Awesome, guys. Anna, could you please read your sentence that you wrote in the chat? That's a really good sentence.
Okay, I'm looking forward to swimming.
Good, good. So, Ming, is this a gerund or a verb, swimming, in that sentence?
In which sentence?
The one Anna just read, it's in the chat.
Would you like me to repeat?
Yes, please.
I'm looking forward to swimming.
Oh, that's a gerund.
Okay, excellent. Yeah. So, Anna, can you tell us why that's a gerund? You have a great explanation, too.
Because it can be replaced by it. I'm looking forward to it. What is it?
Excellent.
Swimming.
Excellent. Right. And is the noun the
It's a
subject here?
yes. It's a indirect object.
Good. Excellent. Yeah, we don't have it as the subject, but it is a noun, so it is the direct object. I am looking forward to what? To swimming. Excellent. Yeah, that's a great, great example. So, like Anna said, this does not have to be at the beginning of the sentence. Just like our last example here, he is really great at singing, right? That case, direct object, right? So it's still a noun. All right, you guys are doing awesome. Let's keep going. Do you guys have any questions on these exercises before we move on? Everybody good? All right, that's a good sign. Okay, if you do have questions, feel free to just shout it out, okay? All right. Ming, could you please read this slide?
What is an infinitive? To plus verb equal infinitive
Good. We read that as equals with an S.
equals infinitive.
Good.
Um,
Keep going.
but wouldn't that be two items? So therefore it should be equal. Or
Say that again?
because you have two plus verb, that's two items, therefore it's plural. And
So, yeah, you're right. So two things equal something else, but when we read out, for example, 1 plus 2 equals 3, we normally say it with an S.
okay.
But you got it. In terms of if you had them together in a sentence with the actual words, then yeah, it would be they equal this, or they equal singular, and then something.
Okay. Not all infinitives are this form, but that's for another class. Important note, because an infinitive is not a verb, you cannot add as, es, ed, or ing to the end ever. Infinitives can be used as nouns, adjectives, or adverbs.
Good. So, can someone give me an example of an infinitive? Anyone?
I like to work out.
Good. Yeah. So the infinitive is to work out. Good. Excellent. Anton, can you give me an infinitive? Anton, are you there?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I'd like to give you an infinitive.
Good.
Give
So what is the infinitive in that sentence?
to give.
Good. Excellent. All right. And Ming, your turn. Can you please give me an infinitive?
To buy,
Good. Yeah. So we have the verb buy plus to. So to buy is the infinitive. Excellent. All right. Let's keep going. Okay. So now we're going to talk about infinitives with either noun, adjective, or adverbs. Okay, so in order to find out whether it's a noun, an adjective, or an adverb, let's follow these steps. Anna, could you please read steps 1 and 2 for me?
Okay. Identify the infinitive. If it is a subject or direct object, it's a noun.
Excellent. So same with any other word in the English language. If it is a subject or a direct object, it is most likely a noun. Okay. All right. Number 3 and 4, Anton, could you please read that?
If it modifies a noun, it is an adjective. For example, neighborhood cafe.
Oh
And
no,
food.
don't read that yet. Don't read that yet. Just the things on the left.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought it was
That's
example.
okay.
And if it explains why an action occurred, it is an verb.
Good. Okay. So usually explaining why or modifying an action, modifying a verb, it's an adverb, right? So just as an example, an adjective, uh, like the pretty cat, right? The adjective is pretty, and it's modifying, which means describing the noun cat. What type of cat? A pretty cat. Okay? So that's what modifying means. All right, Ming, could you please read the sentence on the right?
To sleep is the only thing Eli wants after his double shift waiting tables at the neighborhood cafe.
Good. So, in this case, what is the, Anna, what is the infinitive in this sentence?
Actually sleepy.
Good.
And okay,
Oh,
so
go ahead.
it's a noun. Be,
Why?
um, be, because it's the subject.
Ming and Anton, do you agree? It's a noun?
Yes.
All right, what about you, Anton?
Mm, well, it's actually infinitive.
It is an infinitive, but we're trying to figure out if it's a noun infinitive, an adjective infinitive, or an adverb infinitive.
Well, yes, it describes an act. It's a noun.
Good, yeah. So Anna, you're completely right. Um, we think that infinitives are verbs, right? Because they kind of look like verbs, but they're not at all, right? Remember that. We can't add an S to it. We can't make it conjugate it, right? So it is not a verb. Infinitive is a special type of grammatical structure. So in this case, Anna, you're absolutely right. To sleep is the subject, right? It can be replaced with it. It is the only thing Eli wants. What is it? The infinitive, to sleep, right? So that is a noun. Excellent. Awesome, awesome job. Wow, you guys are really good at this. Okay, I'm impressed. All right, so let's do the same thing. I have a couple more examples, and I want you to tell me. Oops. Up. Okay, here we go. I have the steps on the left, so the same steps in case you want to go through it and you forget how, but a different sentence on the right. So, Anton, could you please read the sentence on the right?
Richard braved the city rain to throw the smelly squid eyeballed stew into the apartment dumpster.
Good. Could you read this word again?
Oh, I see.
Excellent. Yeah, good. Good self-correction. So icy rain means freezing cold rain. It's coming down almost like ice, right? Good. So, Ming, what is the infinitive here?
To throw.
Excellent, right? We have the verb plus two, or two plus the verb, to throw. Good. Anna, can you tell me, what do you think? Is this a noun, an adjective, or an adverb?
It's an adverb.
Why?
Um, because it is explaining why Richard braved the icy
Ex
rain. Braved the icy rain.
Excellent. Yeah, you're exactly right. So, wow, you are on a roll tonight. That's excellent. Yeah.
Edison,
So, yep.
I have never understood it before taking your class.
Really? Oh, that makes me feel
Really?
good. It seems like you're a professional on this stuff already.
No, no. I swear, I thought infinitive and gerunds are verbs.
Well, there you go. Well, you're just a fast learner then, so that's even better. So keep up the good work, all right? I know we're going through fast, but we only have an hour, so I want to try and get you guys to understand and learn and go through as many exercises as possible so that by the end of the hour, you're already doing great, but you're doing great even after the class, all right? When
You
you're
too.
reading or when you're watching TV or whenever you're practicing your English. So, all right, back to this. Excellent job, Anna. Anna said it was an adverb. She's absolutely right. So why did he brave the icy rain? To throw the stew away, right? So it tells why. And as we see at the bottom here, it explains why an action occurred or modifies a verb. That is the adverb, right? So Ming, great job identifying. To throw is the infinitive. And Anton, excellent reading. All right, let's move on to any questions before we move on to the next one?
Yes.
Okay.
Could you remind me the meaning of dumpster?
Sure, yeah. Ming or Anton, do you know the meaning of dumpster?
Trash can.
Yeah, it's you're exactly right. It's a little bit bigger than a trash can. A trash can usually goes in a room. A dumpster is usually what's outside of a big building, and it's where all the trash from that building goes.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a huge, huge, huge trash bin. Yeah, so Richard, this man, went out in the terrible weather to throw out this stinky squid eyeball stew into the trash. Okay, I would probably do the same, unless it tasted good. All
And
right.
could you remind me these two? I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Yeah, I put these in here because I want you to find words that you don't know or that are different. Ming, what is a stew?
Hmm.
Maybe.
I think it's type of a dish that you
Yeah, you're
you
exactly
cook
right. It's a
for
type
a
of
very
dish.
long time. You cook like in under low heat in a very long time until it becomes like
Yeah.
a soup and
Oh my gosh, you're exactly right. Yeah, that's perfect description. So it's similar to a soup. Yeah, something that you cook for a long time and all the juices kind of fall out of, the vegetables or the meat or whatever you're cooking. But it's like a thicker version of a soup. So you probably wouldn't want a smelly squid eyeball stew, that's for sure. All right, does that answer your question, Anna?
Okay. The eyeball is the eyes of the squid.
The eyeball is just we have eyeballs too, right? We have two of them.
But I didn't know people with those things.
But what?
The eyeball of the squid.
Oh,
The
yeah,
squid
well,
eyeball. I didn't know people with it.
I'm not sure if people do, but I'm sure somewhere they do. In this case, Richard is not eating it because it's smelly. But yeah, normally I don't think people eat the eyeballs in the United States, but maybe in another country it's something common. I'm not sure. All right, let's keep going. I think it's supposed to sound kind of grotesque. That's the point of the sentence, I think. All right, let's keep going. I have the same steps, new sentence. Let's see. Anna, could you please read the sentence?
Okay. Uh, Wherever Melissa goes, she always brings a book to read in case the conversation lags or she has a long wait.
Good, excellent. Could you read this word one more time?
Case?
Good, yep. Remember, one syllable, right? Excellent pronunciation. Let's see. Anton, could you please tell me what the infinitive is?
To read.
Yeah, excellent, right? We have that two sticking out, so we know it's to read. And Ming, could you tell me what part of speech? Is this an adjective, or is this a noun, an adjective, or an adverb? These are tricky because they look like verbs. But what is the purpose of this infinitive in this sentence? Is it a subject or direct object? Is it modifying a noun? Or is it explaining why?
I think it's an adjective
Okay, why?
because it's modifying the noun a book.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Wow, you guys are so good at this. You're exactly right, Ming. So to read is the infinitive. It's an adjective modifying a book, right? What type of book? A book to read. Yeah, excellent job. So to read is describing book. And I know it's really difficult to see an adjective in an infinitive form, but that's why we're practicing, right? It's not always that we have to identify that it's a noun, adjective, or adverb, but I think this is a good exercise to kind of make you think. All right, questions on that before we move on to the next one? Excellent job, Ming.
Thanks.
Did she say it's an adverb as well?
In this case, it's just an adjective
I
because
didn't catch it this time.
okay. So Ming, can you describe why it's an infinitive? The infinitive is an adjective again?
Because it follows a noun, the book,
Um,
and
Not just follows, it
Teacher,
modifies.
and it
teacher,
modifies.
Yeah?
teacher. Uh, uh, my gosh, she brings a book. Why she brings a book to read? It should be an adverb.
In this case, it's actually an adjective because the reason why she brings a book is because of conversation lags or long
My
waits.
gosh, it's complicated.
I know it's a little complicated, but we can see that this is actually an adjective modifying a noun because if we say she always brings a book, what what is
Okay, let
what
me
is
ask
the
you.
adjective? Sorry, go ahead.
I guess it is. I'm not sure if I am right. Okay, if you take away to read,
Hmm.
it would be okay. But in the
Good.
previous, if you take away to throw, you couldn't understand.
Wait, let's go back to it. Is it this one? Um, yeah, that's a good example. That's a good
But
observation.
I'm not sure if I am right.
Well,
Uh,
you are because in sentences, when we take away the adjective, right, it's just describing the noun, so the sentence still functions alone, right? Because we don't need adjectives. However, the adverb here is necessary because it connects um, the verb to the direct object, right? So
mm,
you're right. So in this case, we can see that we need to throw. Um, we need that adverb, whereas in this sentence, um, she always brings a book in case conversation lags. Yeah, we don't really need the adjective here because it's just describing a book. It's not explaining why.
can we do it all the time when it is an
Um,
adjective?
I think so. I think so. We'll have to look at some more examples, but I'm pretty sure because if it's acting as an adjective in the sense of a formal adjective, we don't need that to make a sentence function. So it should work.
Okay, let's see.
Let's go ahead and try it. But let me look at this sentence. Let's see. Um, see. Um, to read. Okay, here's another sentence so that I can explain it a little more. Okay, Anton, could you please read the sentence? Anton?
Me? Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
that's okay. Could you please read this sentence at the bottom? Are you still
Wherever
with us?
okay. Wherever Melissa goes, she always brings a book to help the time pass.
Oh, sorry. There we go. Brings a book. Yep. Okay, good. So, Anna, what is the infinitive?
Okay, to help.
Good. Okay. So, this sentence is very, very similar to the one above. However, the infinitive
It's
is
an
different.
adverb. It's an adverb.
Why?
Because if you take it to help away, it doesn't make sense, teacher. She always brings a
Yes.
book, the time pass. No, it doesn't make sense. I I
Excellent.
will
Yes.
I will do it all the time. Then I can
Good.
figure out.
Good. Excellent. And we know because it's explaining why the action occurred. It's not just describing, right? It's explaining why. So why does she bring a book? Because she wants the time to pass. Okay? So this is answering why. So that's why we know it's an adverb. In this one, the first one, it sort of sounds like why. Why is she bringing a book? Well, she's bringing a book to read. That's why. But that's not actually the case. The reason why is because there might be conversation lags or there might be a long wait, right? To read here is just an adjective. A book to read. Okay? It's modifying the noun. So I know it can get complicated, but do you see the difference in these two sentences? This is an adjective, and this one is an adverb. Different. Okay? Ming, Anton, Anna, questions on that? Anna, you did an excellent job bringing up that point. I'm going to add that to my, definitely add that to the lesson because it definitely helps. And I think I don't know if it's 100% of the cases, but I bet it's the majority of them.
I hope so, Alison.
Yeah, because that would make it a lot easier. Let's actually do it here. Okay. All right. Guys, we're doing awesome. Are you guys still awake on this Friday night?
I have to confess that I am half asleep.
That's okay. I understand. It's probably close to 11 o'clock where you are, so it is bedtime. So let's try and keep it together for the last let's see 14 minutes. We can do it, okay? All right. Let's see. Okay, let's do another one. Who hasn't read? Let's see. Ming, can you please read this one?
Noun, adjective, or adverb, no matter how fascinating the biology dissection is, Emmanuel turns his head and refuses to look.
Good.
I,
All right, Anton, what is the thank you for reading that. Anton, what is the infinitive?
Look, I suppose.
Okay, yeah, not just look. What else? 2 words.
Manuel turns and to look.
Good, yeah, to look. Not turns. Turns is a verb here. Infinitive is just to look. Okay, so the to plus the verb. Excellent. All right, Anna. What do you think? Is this a noun, an adjective, or an adverb?
Anna's not here.
Oh,
He will be back.
oh, she said BRB. Okay. All right. Anton, how about you take over? Is this a noun, adjective, or adverb, and why?
Mm, okay. His hand is to look. I have no idea.
Okay, well, let's look at the steps. Okay, we identified the infinitive. So, is it a subject or direct object? Let's,
Oh, it's a noun. It's a noun.
good. Why?
Because it's pointing on some act.
Yes. So, refuses the act of looking or to look. This is the direct object, right? So, it's a noun. Excellent. Yeah, good job. Good problem solving there. All right, Ming. Let's see. Oh, Anna's back. Anna, will you please read the last sentence?
I really wanted to look, but I was afraid the movie scene would scare me.
Good. So, excellent reading. We have the same infinitive here. What is it, Ming?
To look.
Good. Yeah, same one. To look in the first one, to look in the second one. Anna, is this a noun, adjective, or adverb, and why?
It's a noun
Why do you think so?
because it's a direct object.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, right? We have the subject I, we have the verb wanted, and then we have the direct object, the act of looking or to look, right? I really wanted it. I really wanted to do that. I really wanted to look. Excellent. All right, you guys are getting the hang of this. Questions before we move on? All good? All good over there? Okay. Stay awake 10 more minutes. All right, Ming, could you please read the title and the first bullet?
Big difference in meaning. Some verbs can be followed by a gerund or an infinitive, but with a difference in meaning.
All right. So I'm not just teaching gerunds and infinitives because I felt like it, right? They actually go together in this lesson. So it's because a lot of sentences will either have one or the other, okay? And these are showing a difference in meaning when we use one or the other. Anton, could you please read the first sentence, Nancy?
Nancy remembered getting married,
Good. This means, and then this next sentence.
and this means Nancy has a memory of getting married.
Good. Okay, so she remembered getting married. She remembered the action of doing it and getting married and all of that. So she has a memory. Okay, Anna, could you please read the last sentence?
Nancy remembered to get married. Nancy remembered that he needed to get. Oh my gosh, sorry.
Oops. No, that's my
She
fault.
she needed to complete the task.
Good, right? So, in the first one, we have a gerund. Nancy remembered the act of getting married, right? The gerund is getting. Anna, what is the infinitive in the next one? Nancy remembered.
To get.
Yeah, to get or to get married. So this is an infinitive, right? First one is a gerund. The second one is an infinitive. As we see here, they sound very similar, but their meanings are completely different. Nancy has a memory of something that happened in the first one. And in the second one, Nancy remembered in the past that she needed to complete a task, right? That she eventually completed. Okay, so these are very, very, very different. So beware when you're using gerunds and infinitives that there is a meaning difference. Okay, sometimes it's big and sometimes it's actually very small. Let's keep looking at the difference. Ming, could you please read the first sentence?
Fred remembered to bring sunblock to the beach.
Good. So what does this mean?
Fred remembered that he needed to bring sunblock.
Good. So here we have the infinitive. Fred remembered to bring. Right? He remembered that he needed to do something. Okay. Anton, can you please read the next sentence? Anton.
The second one.
Yep. Fred remembered bringing.
Fred remembered bringing sunblock to the beach, which is equals to Fred has a memory of bringing sunblock.
Good. So we have the gerund here again, meaning he had a memory of the act of bringing sunblock, whereas the infinitive, he remembered that he needed to do something. And he did it. He remembered the task. All right. So these are big differences in meaning. But sometimes there's not really that big a difference, like these sentences. Anna, could you please read the first two?
She likes swimming. She likes to swim.
Good. Anna, what is the gerund?
Swimming.
Good. And what is the infinitive?
To swim.
Excellent. Is there that big a difference in these meanings? She likes swimming and she likes to swim?
No, there is no difference.
Yeah, not really. However, beware that sometimes when they sound so similar, there still might be a tiny difference. In this case, no, not really. She likes swimming. She likes to swim. The first one is she likes the act of swimming. She enjoys the act of swimming. And the second one is she likes to swim. Pretty much the same thing, right? But Ming, could you please read the last sentence?
Although the difference in meaning is small with these particular verbs, and gerunds and infinitives can often be used interchangeably, there is still a meaning difference.
Good. So in this case, it doesn't look like there is, but what if we're talking about the sport of swimming, right? So the first one, maybe I've never swam before in my life, right? I've never been in the water, but I like swimming. I like watching swimming. I like facts about swimming. I like anything there is to know about swimming, but I've never swam. Whereas the second sentence, she likes to swim or I like to swim, means that I have swam before and I like it. Okay, so the first one is the noun, the gerund, and the second one is the verb, the action. So this actually means that I have done the action. The first one, maybe not. Maybe I just like the idea or the act of it in general, facts about it, things about it, okay? Do you see that tiny difference? Does that make sense? Okay, not really. It
It does make sense.
makes a little bit of sense. Ming and Anton, are you confused?
Um,
A little bit?
yeah.
Okay, let me write it down so you can see it. So in this one, this is the gerund, right? Swimming is the gerund. In this case, maybe I just like the sport of swimming. Oh, I don't know why this is bold. Maybe I just like the sport. Okay, so she likes swimming, but she's never done it before. She just likes the idea of it. She likes watching people swim. She likes watching swimming on TV. She likes learning facts about swimming in the ocean, but she's never done it. Whereas this one is the action. She likes to swim. This means I have swam before. I've experienced this action. Okay? So, Ming, have you ever watched, no, have you ever done boxing before?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so let's use that as an example. So, Ming has never gone boxing, but he's watched it on TV. Do you like watching it on TV?
I do not.
Okay, well, for this case, can you pretend that you like watching it on TV?
I do.
Okay. Or we can just change it to negative. Okay. Ming, please read this new sentence.
He doesn't like boxing.
Good. Anton, what is the gerund?
I guess it is boxing.
Good, yeah. ing noun. So he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it at all. He doesn't like boxing. We can also change it to negative. So, Ming, Anna, could you please read this sentence?
Which sentence?
This one.
He doesn't like to box.
Yeah, in this case, this means that Ming has tried boxing before, but he didn't like it. Whereas this one, maybe it just means he's never tried it before, and he just doesn't like watching it. He doesn't like the idea of it. He doesn't like the sport. Okay, so they're very similar. They are, but they're still different. Okay, because this noun doesn't mean that he's done the act before. But this infinitive means that he's done it before. He's tried it. Okay? I know, it's confusing. But before we end class, I really want to just get through these to test your practice very quickly. So, these sentences have either the gerund, for example, in the first one, the gerund is baking, or the infinitive, to bake. Right? So I want you to choose the correct one. Is it baking or to bake? So I'm going to have Ming go first. Please read the sentence and insert the correct either gerund or infinitive and take your time.
My wife always volunteers baking cakes. PTA meet to bake. Volunteers baking cakes at PTA meetings.
Okay, wait, so which one did you say? Did you say baking or to bake?
Baking.
Okay, Anna and Anton, is he correct?
No, he's not.
What about you, Anton? What do you think?
I think either one would be appropriate.
Uh-oh, so it seems like we all disagree here. Anna, can you tell me why it is to bake?
Mm, because, my gosh, because it's not supposed to be a noun. No,
Good.
it's the action. Yes?
Yeah, you're exactly right. It can't be a
Uh,
noun, right? My wife always
Great.
volunteers it. No, I don't think so, right? We need that infinitive. She volunteers to bake.
All right.
Good.
I
Yeah,
thought you.
exactly.
Okay. It was
Yeah,
a good thought.
yeah, you got it down, Pat. Nice. All right. So in this case, guys, we realize that it's an infinitive here because baking the is a gerund. The noun doesn't work, right? My wife always volunteers it. That doesn't make sense here. So we know that it's to bake. All right. We're going over the time, but if you guys can stay with me, I would love it. Um, Anton, could you please read the next one?
Don't waste my time complaining about your salary,
All right. Why is it the gerund?
because
How did you know? It just sounds right?
yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, sometimes you guys, these things will just sound right, and you'll kind of get that as you speak more and more English, okay? But for the sake of time, let's just get through the answers, and then later we can talk about the explanations if you need them. So, Anna, could you please read about Ava?
Eva is having trouble. Oh my gosh, she's concentrating on the exam.
Good, yeah. All right, Ming, the next one, please.
Please allow me to join your Facebook page.
Excellent. Correct. And Anton, the last one?
You won't forget to pick up. Hmm, not sure.
Milk?
Have milk on your way home, will you?
Good, you're exactly right. It's the infinitive here. Because if we say you won't forget picking up, this means that it's already happened, that you've already forgotten picking up milk. In this
Ah,
case, it means in the future you won't forget to pick up milk. All right, so this is the infinitive. I know this is confusing, guys, but you did a great, great job. We're getting into some very heavy grammar concepts here. So I'm really proud of you for sticking through with me until the end on a Friday night. But we are done. Excellent job, you guys, and thank you so much for coming. Please rate my class at the end of this when you sign out, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. I have another class tomorrow at 8 a.m. if you guys feel like waking up early, and then another one at 9 p.m. tomorrow night. So come and join me if you feel like it. If not, you guys have a great weekend, and email me with any questions. Okay?
Okay, bye. If I wake
Okay,
up, I will join. Bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
bye.